we go with the news. San Bernardino, California. Police command the man to drop his gun and put his hands up. He complies, albeit slowly, but when he refuses orders to stop walking toward police officers, one shoots him 5 times in a flash. The body cam footage shows. The San Bernardino Police Department released video of the shooting of Richard Sanchez last week, saying the officer pulled the trigger is no longer with the force. Officer Brandon Gaddy's actions fell far short of our high expectations and standards. A new release accompanying the video says Gaddy resigned after the shooting. San Bernardino Police Sergeant told CNN. Another officer who responded to the incident was returned to duty. Acting Police Chief McBride said in the video. Sanchez had a felony warrant for his arrest stemming from an incident months earlier in which he allegedly made terroristic threats during a domestic dispute. Officers learned of the warrant as they were en route to the home in the Highland area of San Bernardino. 9 minutes after the first call to police, a woman said she was Sanchez's sister-in-law, called back to say the 27-year-old Sanchez had a gun. The dispatcher relayed to police that the woman reported she sees the subject holding a gun in his right hand now. Audio from the call shows not only was Sanchez intoxicated, the woman reported, but he was behaving irrationally. He had everybody under his control because he was intoxicated. The woman said she had escaped with children, fearing for their safety. So when the officers appeared, another officer arrived. They were arguing and found the home front door open. Sanchez was standing just inside the door. They saw and heard Sanchez, who had his back to the front door and his gun in his right hand. A woman standing just a few feet away. Officers leveled their weapons and ordered Sanchez to drop his. Video shows he doesn't immediately comply, instead transferring the gun to his other hand. After 6 commands from the police, he places the gun on the arm of the couch. The video shows. It isn't clear from the body cam which officer is speaking during the encounter. Sanchez walks toward the front door as officers demand 5 times that he put his hands in the air, which he does as he continues through the door and toward officers. Stop moving, stop moving. The officer yells before Gaddy fires 5 shots in about a second. So this guy shot and killed Sanchez, and then he resigned. Why is it that all these people that are out here shooting people get a chance to resign? They should be fired. They should be fired. So I mean, it's like a lot of times you resign, that means you get a chance to resign and get a pension. You don't. That's something you don't even deserve. You know, you don't even deserve that right. You know, after you've murdered someone, you shouldn't get a chance to just walk away without, you know, anything going here. So here's the second one. DeSoto, Texas. An off-duty Dallas officer accidentally shot and injured his adult son in DeSoto Saturday evening. Police say
investigating a shoot.
Police say that he ended up shooting his own son. You know, these guys are, you know, so quick to pull the trigger. So around 6 p.m. October 26th, DeSoto police responded to a shooting call in the 1400 block of Carriage Creek Drive, where the caller, who identified himself as an off-duty Dallas police officer, told officers he accidentally shot his adult son after mistaking him for an intruder. When police arrived, they found the off-duty officer's son bleeding from his right forearm. He was transported to a nearby hospital with a non-life-threatening injury. Neither his or his father's name have been released at this time. Currently, no arrests have been made, and initial reports indicate it was an accidental shooting. There's an ongoing investigation. So here's a off-duty cop ended up shooting his own kid. You know, guys are real quick to the trigger. Real quick to just pull a gun out and start shooting. They don't even think anymore. They just start shooting. So here's my feel-good story of the day. He was a 17-year-old. Sharia Venkat has done more to help the planet and the people living in it than many adults, 2, 3, and 4 times our age. The nonprofit organization she founded, Nest for Us, has helped tens of thousands of people in the United States. Through Nest Nurtures, they have served over 12,000 homeless people in the Washington, D.C. area by providing food and other supplies. Nest Tutors a free tutoring program designed to help low-income kids in 19 local schools. Nest Cares collects school supplies for at-risk kids, makes blessing bags for the homeless, and provides disaster relief assistance. Nest Buddies provides a birthday in a box to low-income children and families. Yes, she runs 4 different volunteer programs. That's 4. 17-year-old is running 4 different volunteer programs, all in her spare time as a high school senior. Kids can do a lot of good in the world, like this 9-year-old who started her own charity. A 5th grader on a mission. She started this by the 5th grade. She had developed such enthusiasm for it that she started organizing her own service projects in her community, like doing good things. I like doing good things, but I'd rather do them with friends, she explained. It brings me so much happiness and joy to help. Soon she was recruiting not just friends and family, but the community as a whole, including businesses. She gets big results by starting small. Nest for Us was born when she realized how much food waste there is, how many hungry people there are, and how simple it would be to use the former to help the latter. There was a homeless man standing on a corner in D.C. and was holding a sign that said, "Hungry, need food." She remembered, so I gave him my lunch. It was just a banana and granola bar and water, and his whole face lit up. I found out he hadn't eaten in a week. It was so easy. It only took me 30 seconds, and it really helped. So here we have a 17-year-old that's out there, and it has four volunteer programs that are out there helping people in the Washington, D.C. area. And don't forget, folks, you know, we have Thanksgiving coming up. Now, it's a lot of homeless people. I don't care what city you live in. It's a lot of homeless people, and it's a lot of shelters out there that do feed a lot of people during the holidays. So, you know, do what you can. You know, if you can't do anything else, you can grab like you got some cans of food on your shelf. Grab those cans and take them down to your shelter and give them to the shelter. Donate money. One thing that I found out in my endeavors of dealing with the homeless, one thing they always need is socks. They always need socks. So if you can't do anything else, go to the dollar store, and buy a few bags of socks and drop them off at the mission. Or if you want to, I guess you can hand them out to the homeless people you see on the street. But they do need clean socks. They need them all the time. So hey, the holidays are coming up. We got Thanksgiving coming up. We got Christmas coming up. So, try to make a few donations to your local missions, homeless missions. All right.
KP in the news.
That's the news. Peace.